My name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Now, this is a general reading for the star sign in the title below for Mars ingress stroke transit Pisces. Depends what time I get them uploaded, because Mars enters into Pisces today. Now, according to the astrologers, Mars is not particularly all that happy in Pisces, and this is occurring at the same time as Jupiter and Saturn are both turning retrograde this week, and to have that happen for the two of them so close together is a rare event. We've got the Venus square Neptune aspect, which is lasting for at least much of the summer. So there is a lot of energies, challenging energies, and very deep energies, you know, that really enabling you to work into your dreams, look into your own inner sense of right and wrong, and am I in the right place in the universe, and if not, what am I going to do about it? There are oodles of videos on YouTube about the effects of Mars ingress Pisces, so yeah, go and watch one of them if you want to get clued up about it. In the meantime, this is a general reading rules apply. It's an oracle card based reading, but you can, I suppose, ask a question beforehand. Now, there is the same intro on all 12 signs. There'll be a timestamp down below, so you can skip past all of this waffle once you've watched it once, I hope. And do watch more than one. You want to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and quite possibly, with this sort of reading, your Mars placement out of your birth chart as well. If you don't know what your chart placements are, there's a link down below to get yourself a birth chart. While I'm talking about the links down below, there's also a link to the Facebook group where I post such astrology videos for you to watch, you know, as well as obviously all of these readings. And you can contact me directly through there. It does have an inbox. There's other contact details down there as well, Twitter, Tumblr. Yeah, I think that's it, other than the ask a question. And we're looking at what energies you will get to play with, what topics you will get to look at during the Mars transit of Pisces, which, if I remember correctly, have just suddenly occurred to me, Mars is going retrograde in Pisces, so it's going to be there extra long. This could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing. Given what's been going on so far, it's likely to be a challenging thing, but hopefully in a good way. Okay, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Leo, while some of the more active signs so far have been in these readings told to stand back and wait, it looks to me like you will get a call to action, but not before there's been a little bit of confusion. But that confusion is a good thing because it is offering a path to success. So I haven't identified yet what this confusion is about, but the overall energy of the reading, we have the card Temperance. Now, when I turned this card over, there was loads I got from it. One of the things is that a cup is being offered to you. So you normally get that from the Knight of Cups. But the Knight of Cups is a mortal being offering you a cup. And here we have an angel offering you a cup. A cup that they have been treasuring, and that you can see the care with which that angel is carrying that cup, the concentration on its face as it gets ready to pass it across to you. And I don't think it's even pass it across, it's to share. Now, Temperance is about knowing the right time to act. Sometimes it's patience, sometimes it's, yes, learn when the signal is. Now, the signal might be a little bit distorted. It's clarified here by paths unknown and the moon. Now, the moon is making me think this is quite a magical experience, even though it's not going to be quite straightforward. You know, you've got that illusions, you've got the distortions of moonlight. But there will be a call to act. We have the Four of Cups here, but there's stuff that seems to be going on first. The messages here are: one, make sure you listen to music that you like as a way of feeling good. That's what this music card out the numerology deck is about, because according to the law of attraction in a vibrational universe, you attract to you what you feel. So listen to music that makes you feel happy and makes you feel, I would say here, listen to music that makes you feel active and happy. Something that gives you that joy, something that, you know, bouncy music that you really like to not just sit and wallow in, but do the housework while you're bopping around to, or that you'll put in your earphones while you're jogging, because it gives you a joy and a love of the world. Whether that is classical or whether that is hardcore rave, it doesn't really matter. Just something that gives you that oomph, because there is healing on offer, and quite possibly somebody coming into your life or somebody in your life opening the doorway to you achieving a great level of healing. But with this divine physician card, I do get the slight sense of you need to pass it on. You know, you get the healing and you carry that gift on to others. But we have got spirit talking to you all over here. We have Nanael, one of the Shem Hamifarash angels, which is talking of spiritual communication. Remember, these cards are due to the astrological degree that the, well, decan, that these entities are attached to. We have the light of the world, which is very much about the divine knocking on the door and saying, oi, pay attention, it's time. It's time. Just like the temperance card right here. I feel like there is something whole new coming into your life that you will discover. Possibly the person who's maybe turning up to offer you healing, there's some link with music there. But remember, this reduces to a 5. 5 are challenges, absolutely. But 5 is also the number of freedom. You know, so, I mean, you don't get freedom without challenge. So you will get to express a new freedom, because success is coming your way. You've got 2 queens here, one out of the Akashic Tarot, the other one out of the Queen of Crystal Power Tarot, so normal tarot. The Queen of Keys is about climbing to the top of the tower successfully. Now, she looks incredibly pleased with herself, and I don't mean that in a bad way. She looks like, now I've got to where I need to be to do what I want to do. Let's see if you can see that. You probably can't see the expression on her face that well, but she's looking over this vast expanse of land proudly. She's not as in, yes, that's mine, but a more sense of, I'm going to take care of this. You know, it's only right that I'm here because I'm going to do a better job than the last few people that were here. Yeah, there's bound to have been, it's a queen, there's bound to have been political machinations to get yourself there, but hey ho, it's something that you are comfortable with, King of Cups, and you can offer a dream, a new way of being to your whole environment, and you will be supported with this, Keepers of the Earth. But it is something where, well, that's the other thing with her standing on a castle. With this king, I'm feeling that this dream, although there's new stuff coming in for you, so there's new stuff maybe about how you can express this dream, this is not a new dream. This is like the wisdom of the ages that is being brought back. And this is something that, it's one of those things that when you discover, you realise that you've known it all along anyway. Because we have the discovery card here. Immediately underneath that, there's be thought, birth, bringing something new into being by the act of discovery. by the act of this new role of custodianship, whatever this means. But it's a very outward facing on one half of the reading, very inward facing on the other half. There is spirit talking to you, spiritual communication. The divine physician is healing coming to you, healing that you need to pass along, clarified by the Four of Cups, where the elements are working towards this particular dreamer's, and I say dreamer because he's meditating, he's got his eyes closed, he's clothed in blue. This is blue for me is a number of manifestation. It is the throat chakra colour. But in the beginning there was the word. All things come from sound, all things come from vibration. Very much like the emanations within the tree of life. Each is a vibration, or as it says, emanation from the Godhead. But interestingly, the Queen of Swords, I protect what matters to me. Now that is again a call to action with that light of the world being straight underneath it. But I don't feel like it's not like the King of Pentacles where you might be defending against some sort of threat. It is you stepping into that role of custodianship. I am going to look after this. This matters to me. I will protect it. Like the pride of this Queen of Keys on the top of her tower. This is my land. I will guard it. But the joy on her face of, yes, finally I get to choose how this is guarded. Now, the Queen of Keys can also be somebody else coming into your life on a love level. I'm not necessarily seeing a huge love level here because the healing and that external, bringing the healing in and sending it outwards seems to be the more important energy that I'm picking up here. But you do have the Lovers card clarifying commitment. Now, let me just see if I can sort my other camera out. I will be back in a moment. Okay, that was a quick blip. I've got no idea why that happened. Where was we? Yes, we have the Lovers card underneath commitment. But with that all clarifying the spiritual communication of Nanael, I'm feeling like there will be quite a distinct choice being offered to you. Will you take this Angel's Cup or not? Will you accept the point of, yes, this is time? Or will you stand back and go, nah, I've got more healing to be doing? You can heal by doing this. I think I've covered all of the cards here. But with this Moon card, like I say, it feels incredibly magical. And one last card, two actually. One extra card fell out of the Akashic Tarot. We have the Buddha Prepares, which is showing that now is a training period, but it's almost you're preparing for something that's happening in the morning, not preparing for something that's happening next year, but tomorrow. Okay, be ready for tomorrow. Oh, that's what I could call the reading, isn't it? Be ready for tomorrow. But I accidentally put the Akashic Tarot down facing up, and on the bottom of the deck we have Archangel Gabriel, the angel of the Annunciation, the angel that comes and says, now it's time. So even more forcing forward that idea of there is an option that is going to be presented to you through new things, but new things to you that are totally and utterly in harmony with older things that you have been well aware of and carried in your heart for years and years and years. You have the choice of taking that option or not. You have the choice of accepting a form of healing from somebody around you, new or otherwise. I mean, with the Divine Physician and the Queen of Keys together, quite possibly this could be a new person. But in your efforts, you are supported with this Keeper of the Earth card. Finally, since I've got the Moon card here, which is also clarifying paths unknown. So it's almost like if you take that cup, You don't know where you are going to end up. But if you have the joy of that Queen of Keys, it feels right. And it's got enough newness to keep you fascinated and in enough familiarity for you to empower it with whatever, with the love within your heart, I suppose, is the better way. That, that your what you love in the world goes completely in harmony with this new thing, because it's expanding on something that you've always felt for a long, long time. But you have to make the choice to make the commitment to this. But you do have the strength. That's what the Queen of Swords and this strength card here is telling me. When the divine or this purpose or this, it suddenly appears to you, I know what is the right thing to do. And it's really easy in today's world just to turn around and say, yeah, that totally would be the right thing to do. I wish somebody would do it. Not somebody, you. If you figure something out like that, it's you. That's your call to action. But with the Moon card here, like I say, I do feel, with all this presence of angels and what have you, that's partly reliant on the cards that I'm using. But I feel very magical about this Moon card. It's almost like, yeah, there's going to be a few distortions, but you're unleashing something. You're teaching your tame side how to be wild, just as much as you can teach your wild side how to be tame. And the very act of that, with the crab here, thinking of Cancer, is protecting what is special to you. But it's something that you have the option of surging ahead. I mean, we don't get much of a you're surging ahead now row of cards here, with discovery, birth, and the Ace of Wands. So again, if this is a love interest that comes in, you might be surging ahead, so to speak. With Venus retrograde, take it slowly. But I don't think this is about love at all. But then again, I never do, so it might be. But with this Moon card, I want to draw. I've got these spell cards. The set is called Making Magic, and they're like little sigils and what. Oh, and one's flown out. What have we got? Successful career. Now that goes with what I was saying about the Queen of Keys. This calling, it's practical. It's not. It's like I wish there was a community bank here. I wish there was a food cooperative here. Yeah, get on and do it then. That's exactly the sort of thing that we've got doing, because you have the skills. It is both unknown and something that you are quite capable of. That strength card is telling me. A successful career, a happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. Which indicates to me you're in a position where you can unify, as with this Lovers card, you can unify the spiritual and the practical. Not always easy in today's society, but that option is coming up here for you. All you have to do to start off with is keep your eyes open for it. But when it comes up, when the idea drops, grab it, go for it. Now, I pulled a card as I like to do for these Mars readings, although I forgot for a couple of signs, from the Tao Te Ching. We have verse number 78, collapses to a 50 and a 6, so indicating contentment. The virtue of water. There is nothing under heaven softer and weaker than water. Yet to attack the hard and strong, nothing can surpass it. Nothing can take its place. That is why the soft overcomes the hard. The weak surpasses the strong. Everyone knows this, yet no one is able to practice it. Therefore the sage says, he who can take upon himself the humiliation and insults inflicted on the country is called the king of a state. Remember what I was saying about this Queen of Keys with the Queen of Swords. He who can take upon himself the bad luck suffered by the country is called the emperor of the land under heaven. Straightforward words often seem contrary. So all at once, you've got this new direction, you've got this surging ahead, and you've got mystery because you don't know where this is going to go, even though you can see pretty much how to do it, or rather what you are going to use to get there. This looks like a time, if you make that commitment and you make that choice and you listen to all this guidance that's coming in, not from me, maybe you'll even get the idea from a song, but I think this is more somebody who is associated to you by music, or is associated with music for you, to you. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. You have to make the commitment, but this is going to go really, really well. It's going to be challenging, again, with a 5, and it wouldn't give you the strength card to say you have the strength if you didn't need the strength. And yeah, you're going into the where am I going? But very much looks like some form of job change here, which is not surprising looking at the economy at the minute. But it's something that you are creating that is unifying the old and the new. This is really nice. I hope this means something for you, Leo. If it does, comment down below, press like, share, subscribe if you would, especially subscribe. And there will be more readings coming out for you soon. All right? Cheers.